Right, Andy Francis from KB Coaches, Cheltenham Town's coach driver for about 3 years now. Andy, talk me through your role at the club.
My role at the club is basically to make sure that all the players and all the kits get to the ground on time and safely, with least hassle and stress to them as possible. We try our best, avoiding most road delays and disruptions and bad weather if we can help it. Everything is to get them there. They do have their sort of special requirements and their special little needs, and you just try and accommodate them as best you can.
Yeah, they're a good bunch to drive around.
Oh yes, they're all full of characters. Every season now, this is the third season, and every season's had different characters with the players as well. Especially with people like Julian Alsop, he's a big character. All the way down to you get like Andy Gallagher, who's pretty steady all the way through.
Yeah, tell me a bit about your company, KB.
We operate 10 vehicles. We've been operating for 25 years plus. Me and Ken been partners for 10 years. We operate vehicles from 16 right the way through to 57. Corporate vehicles, specialise in any work that's needed, bulk movement, large movement of people, continent, anything that's needed we can cover.
Yeah, and you do Forest Green as well, is that right?
We do the Forest Green Rovers team coach, which my business partner Ken, he drives them, and he's been driving them for longer than I can remember now.
Yeah.
And he enjoys the football as well.
Yeah, well, we're here on what I think is your flagship vehicle.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about this one.
This is a Volvo B12. This is 13 metres. It's full leather seated, as you can see. It's tabled, it's air conditioned, it's climate controlled, it's got DVDs, it's got everything you want, electric points for microwaves, computers, laptops, CD players, everything you could possibly want in a coach.
Yeah, so they're travelling in veritable luxury.
Yes, I had this discussion today with Paul. I said, what does it travel like? He said it's like travelling in a full luxury car. He said it's what you want when you're travelling to a long game like this.
Yeah. Does everyone have their regular slots that they sit in, and certain players?
A lot of players, and surprising, some players don't travel that well. Some of them got to see at the front. Josh Lowe must sit at the front because he doesn't travel very well. Other ones sit at the back and they have the odd game of cards and the I think there's a bit of poker they play at the back there. Yep. But obviously me sitting in the front, they don't let me play.
And noisy bunch, or are they fairly subdued and quiet?
No. As I said, you get the characters. There's a lot of banter go up and down the coach. Usually, if I turn left when I should have turned right, or they would have all gone a different way if we hit traffic. But hey, it just goes over the top of my head.
Yeah. And DVDs, what sort of stuff they like to watch on the way back from games or on the way to games?
It's very varied. They do like a bit of action. Obviously they've been sort of pounding away on the field. But on the way up today, they had Michael McIntyre, the comedian, and they found that hilarious all the way up. They were laughing, all the way up, so they enjoyed it. So it's a lot of varied. Same with the music; they do like a lot of varied music. Some of the, the manager, he likes a bit of the older sort of stuff, but you get some of the players, it's all the younger stuff. So I just put on what I like.
Yeah, and Darlington obviously gone down, so we haven't got to go there this year. Is it a bit less travelling this season, do you think, than last year?
Yeah, we've got no Grimsby this season, we've got no Darlington this season. Who else have we lost this season?
Well, Notts County went out.
Notts County went out. It's mediocre, because what you lose, what you gain. It's end of every season, start of the next season, we do the mileage check, and there's very seldom much difference in mileage across the board.
Right.
The season before we had Hartlepool, Carlisle, some long ones in that one, but we had Swindons and Bristols.
Yeah.
So it compensates itself through.
Yeah. So this is where you obviously operate the bus from. Is this a nice comfortable slot you got here?
Oh yes, air seats, all leathers, and it looks very much like a flight control unit when you get everything going and everything all fires up. It's all digital tachos, computerised. It even tells you if it's cold outside.
Unbelievable. Right, can we have a quick look up the
certainly
the bus, see what sort of conditions the players are travelling to games in?
As I said, it's full leather seats. They've got tables, fresh fruit.
Nice to see a copy of the Echo there. On
yes,
the way.
yeah. And that wasn't staged, was it? No. They have electric points because they all want to charge their laptops up, or they want to charge their phones up. All the way through, fully reclining, DVD monitors. And then they come to the back, and we have a servery at the back with their coffee machine, which as you well know, it's they're going out themselves to tea and coffee as they need it. Microwaves can sit on there if they're having meals supplied, and we have a big walk-through toilet at the back there, which I won't open because you don't really want to see inside the toilet.
No, we won't go in there.
But and that's it. It's at the back at night. They either fall asleep on the way back, or they're just playing cards all night long.
Yeah, and it's always pizzas after the game, isn't it?
Domino's pizzas. They get delivered. I put the plates out for them, and they do have their own special pizzas they like. They're always, oh, we got this one. Oh, we got that one. But they tend to get through most of it. And I'll tell you another thing as well. You'd be surprised the varying in prices in the pizzas. It is unbelievable. There's £50 difference in some areas. Which is so. Just be careful if you're after a Domino's pizza. Make sure you get the right price.
That is valuable advice. And just finally, Andy, I know you're not a massive football fan, but do you enjoy having the lads on board and the camaraderie?
Oh yeah, because some of these I've been carrying for the last 3 seasons, so 3 years. You get to know, and you start making friends with them, and you start talking to them. You get the odd text from them, or you'll text her. They're very good. They're a good bunch of lads, and they get to know what you expect from them as well. So if they make a mess, they get told.
Yeah.
Vice versa, if I go wrong, I get told.
Yeah.
So it's it's as it should be.
Yeah, and Macclesfield tonight, cold night, but we just keep myself warm in here. What do you do during the games?
Well, I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of valuable stuff gets left on the coach with laptops and phones and even leave the car keys and everything. So I try not to leave the coach unattended, because last thing the lads don't want to come back and find the coach been broke into. We had it last season. I'm trying to think where it was. I think it might have been Chesterfield. Some lads tried getting on the coach. I was sat on the front of the coach with the door open, and they come walking at the coach. Oi! Obviously, me being athletic, I couldn't quite catch them. But so you've got to be so careful nowadays. And there's a lot of valuable stuff gets left on here.
Yeah. Right. Cheers, Andy.